My name is Ariel. I knew I was going to be famous.
Hope you like green.
You're in luck.
Couple followed by millions have been called a modern-day Bonnie-and-Clyde.
Spoiler warning. The infamous ending isn't just shocking, it's a lie. Buckle up, because this breakdown will rewrite everything you thought you knew. The story begins with a bloodstained girl sitting to one side and making a video call. She speaks with haunting conviction. I have faith in destiny, but the question remains, was the path I fought for truly my destined one? Suddenly, police arrive with their guns drawn. The girl introduces herself. My name is Ariel, and I'm going to be famous. Shortly afterward, Ariel moves from her mother's house and heads to a nightclub. There, she gets into a heated argument with another girl, attracting attention as people begin recording her. On her way home, she checks her phone and discovers the video has gone viral. She proudly scrolls through the comments and sees messages like "World Star Worthy," thrilled to see her followers increasing to 147. While passing by a shop, Ariel notices a man working on a car. She strikes up a conversation, curious and flirtatious, asking his name. He replies, "Dean." After a brief exchange, Ariel walks away, visibly interested. Later, she's seen working as a waitress, counting tips with a determined look. She adds her earnings to a money box, revealing her intent to save up a significant amount. The story unfolds to show Ariel's obsession with money and fame. While hanging out with some friends, she learns more about Dean. He lives with his father, his mother is gone, and he's an ex-convict. Intrigued, Ariel confronts Dean, asking, "You were in prison? What?" Dean admits he was jailed for robbery and assault. Ariel responds with philosophical curiosity, asking about destiny and coincidence, and hints at a universe beyond comprehension. By the next morning, Ariel and Dean had become close. Dean begins teaching Ariel how to shoot a gun. She practices diligently and eventually becomes skilled. Later, while wearing a uniform, she argues with friends over Dean. Returning home, Ariel checks her money box, only to find all her savings gone. Distraught, she suspects her mother's friend and, in frustration, threatens him before breaking into tears. She storms off to Dean's place, where she hears a commotion upstairs. She discovers Dean's father violently beating him. As she tries to intervene, she's shoved to the ground, prompting Dean to fight back. In the chaos, Dean's father falls down the stairs and appears lifeless. Panicking, Dean insists it was an accident. Ariel urges him to flee, and they escape. On the road, Dean asks if Ariel has any money, but she explains it was stolen. They then spot a liquor store and plan a robbery. Dean enters with a gun while Ariel records everything from outside. After the successful heist, Ariel celebrates by taking selfies with the cash. The next morning, the two are at a cafe, and Ariel shows Dean the photos she posted online. She's ecstatic about gaining 3,000 new followers. Dean, however, is worried, warning her that they shouldn't publicize their crimes. But Ariel insists that it's all for fame. Dean, realizing the consequences, researches weapons online. They plan another robbery, and this time Ariel is the one holding the gun while Dean record. Ariel robs the store. She commands the clerk at gunpoint. After securing the money, they flee again. Ariel obsessively takes photos with her pistol, shares them online, and watches her followers skyrocket to over 3,000. Their next heists are increasingly dramatic, with disguises and continued uploads. They're following balloons to over 98,000. News channels begin broadcasting their exploits, revealing their identities to the world. Dean is alarmed by the growing attention and questions Ariel's motives. As he drives, the police begin tailing them. A cop pulls them over, questioning their reckless driving. Ariel jokes it's her fault, but Dean grows more anxious. As tensions escalate, Ariel steps out of the car and confronts the officer. A scuffle breaks out, and Ariel ends up shooting him. Dean, now terrified, flees with her. Ariel becomes increasingly unhinged. She imagines herself pointing a gun at someone while a crowd records her, cheering. In reality, she's merely standing in a store wearing a fake blonde wig, imagining the fame. She then joins Dean at their hideout, where they store the money from their crimes. Ariel receives a message asking where they've gone, only to realize her followers are dropping due to inactivity. Frustrated, she heads to a store alone, again disguised. Inside, she demands money at gunpoint and fires a warning shot. When a customer enters, she panics and shoots. The shopkeeper retaliates and injures Ariel. She escapes to Dean's place, bleeding and in pain. They decide to flee, forgetting the money bag in the process. On the road, police pursue them. Ariel and Dean exchange blame over the lost money. Dean removes the bullet from her shoulder and bandages her up. Later, they meet a gang leader who offers them a deal for a bank robbery. Dean hesitates, but Ariel is enticed by the potential fame and fortune. They agree, despite the risks. At the first commercial bank, the gang storms in firing shots, and Ariel livestreams the heist. Followers flood in with comments like, "OMG, they're back." The gang leader forces the manager to hand over the keys. But when police arrive outside, chaos erupts. One gang member is shot, and the leader realizes Ariel is live streaming. Furious, he snatches her phone and aims a gun at her. Dean pulls his gun in response, triggering a tense standoff to confusion. Dean is shot. Ariel rushes to his side, devastated. As he dies, she weeps, unable to get him help. Blood pools around the stolen money. Ariel sits in shock, holding her phone, repeating her question, "Is this the fate I fought for?" The film returns to the opening scene. Ariel holding her phone, police surrounding her. They arrest her, and her phone falls to the floor, crushed under a boot. As she's taken out of the bank, she sees a massive crowd of fans waving their phones and cheering for her. Ariel's face lights up. At last, she has become the infamous social media star she always dreamed of being. Exactly. The infamous ending doesn't just twist the story, it reverses it. What seemed like a shocking final truth was actually a carefully planted lie, designed to manipulate both the characters and the audience. When you go back and look at the clues, everything starts to unravel. Motivations change, timelines don't add up, and what you thought was real isn't. This breakdown will walk you through it all, step by step, and by the end, you won't see the story the same way again. Buckle up, it's going to flip your whole perspective. Think you could survive the infamous world? Tag a friend who'd fail miserably. Don't forget to subscribe, unless you're scared of the truth. Our next video reveals the lie the director tried to bury.